Hi, today we're going to learn how to create a remove records option and apply it to our table. We're using checkboxes. We have this checkbox here in the header. If you click it once, you've got all of the records selected. Click it again, all of the records are unchecked. If we select just a few of them, hit on the update button, these records have been removed from a database. If we click on the checkbox in the header, it selects all of them, click on update, it removes all of them. So let's go to our editor. First of all, obviously you need to import the database. So go to your phpMyAdmin or any other software you're using. Because I've just used it for obviously this exercise, my table is empty. When you're going to be importing into the table, it's going to create the structure of the books, into the books database. It's going to create the structure of the books table plus the records. I'm only going to import now the records, which I've just erased. Go, and there we go. Records are back in. So once we've got database sorted out, obviously together with the exercise files, we have CSS file in the CSS folder, we have index.php, and then we have a JS folder with core.js and the latest version of jQuery, obviously latest at the time of this recording. You can download the latest one if it isn't the current when you're actually working on these files. So open index.php, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the structure of the table. So we start with some wrapper, so div with the ID of wrapper. Inside of this wrapper div, we're going to put some form with action left blank and method will be post. Okay, now we're going for the table with the cell padding set to 0, cell spacing set to 0, and border set to background color, border set to 0 as well. And lastly, class we're going to assign to this table is tbl_repeat. I'm going to close the browser, scroll up a little bit. Okay, and now we have table head. And inside of the table head, we are going to create a heading, tr, table row. Then we have headings. First one will be for the title of the book. Second one will be for the author. Third one will be for the category. And the last one will be for our checkbox. This time we're going to apply class called col1. This is basically 1% width. And inside of this heading, we're going to have input, type, checkbox, class select -all, and ID remove. And we can close this input tag. Now if we scroll down, after this the closing table head tag, we're going to start t-body. Inside of the t-body, we start with the table row as well. And we create one row of empty cells, so td, because we're going to be populating these with some records from a database. Now the last one, we're going to put the input tag again, which will be the type checkbox. It will have class remove. This class has to refer to it has to have the same name as the ID of our main checkbox. And why, I'm going to explain in a later video, but let's make sure that you have it done this way. Then we have name, it's going to be remove _. We'll leave it like this for now. After name, we're going to have ID, which is exactly the same, so remove _. And then we have value, which we'll leave blank for now. And that's it with our table row. Then we go for another table row, which will simply have our submit button, so tr and td with the col span of 4, because we have 4 columns, we want to make 1 out of it. Then we have input tag of the type submit and class button, and lastly value update. Now that we have done all this, if we scroll right at the bottom after the closing table tag, we're going to put another input. Type will be hidden and the name will be update with the value 1 and closing tag. Now that our structure of the table is ready, let's move to the next video and actually get some records of the database.